The Trelawney Police Division, in partnership with the Falmouth and Rio Bueno Police Youth Clubs, successfully conducted a food drive to support vulnerable members of the community. The initiative focused on providing essential assistance to elderly residents, those confined to their beds, and individuals facing challenging circumstances. A total of 50 care packages filled with nourishing food items and essential toiletries were delivered directly to those in need. This impactful food drive serves as a powerful reminder that the true spirit of Christmas lies not in extravagant displays, but in the simple acts of kindness that uplift and support our neighbors. It reinforces the understanding that the role of police officers extends beyond law enforcement. Savannah Lamar was plunged into shock and sorrow on Sunday afternoon when the lifeless body of a beloved medical doctor was discovered under grim and mysterious circumstances. Dr. Ong Na-ying, a 57-year-old general practitioner originally from Burma, now Myanmar, was found with his throat savagely slashed in his home, where he lived alone. His death has sent ripples through the community he had served for decades. Neighbors, alarmed by his uncharacteristic absence, raised the alarm after not seeing him for several days. When the police arrived, they were met with a chilling scene. A house undisturbed, showing no signs of forced entry, yet concealing a heinous act of violence within its walls. Dr. Ning had come to Jamaica in 1997, starting as an intern at Kingston Public Hospital before serving at Savannah Lamar Hospital and Noel Holmes Hospital in Hanover. With a reputation for compassion and excellence, he eventually opened a private practice, becoming a cornerstone of the Savannah Lamar community. As investigations deepen, the question lingers: who could commit such a brutal act against a man so deeply respected? For now, the community mourns the loss of a healer and a friend, while the shadow of his tragic end hangs heavily over the town. A high-stakes operation unfolded under the cover of darkness at South Bowden Wharf in Port Morant, St. Thomas, as law enforcement struck a major blow to Jamaica's drug trade on Thursday night. Acting on precise intelligence, a team of elite officers from the Jamaica Defense Forces Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division descended on the wharf at 11:30 p.m. Their target, a suspicious fishing vessel moored in the shadows. The air was thick with tension as officers moved in, their search uncovering a staggering 1,800 pounds of compressed ganja concealed in bags aboard the vessel. The illicit haul, worth millions on the black market, marked a significant victory in the fight against narcotics trafficking. 5 men, suspected to be part of this brazen operation, were arrested at the scene. For now, their identities remain shrouded in secrecy as investigators dig deeper into the web of criminal activity behind this daring smuggling attempt. The operation's success sends a clear message. The fight against Jamaica's drug trade is relentless, and the law is closing in. A dark chapter in the corporate area's ongoing wave of violence took a dramatic turn as 2 men were charged with murder, their alleged crimes spanning the months of July and October. The accused are 30-year-old Mark Farron, known on the streets as Wayne or Mango Man, a painter from Tavern Drive, St. Andrew, and 28-year-old Christopher Latouche, a laborer from Upper Love Lane, downtown Kingston. Both men face charges of murder, possession of a prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and using a firearm to commit a felony. Farron's case is tied to the shocking July 4 killing of 35-year-old Rohan Seymour, also known as Boss in Greenwich Town. According to reports from the Hunts Bay Police, Seymour was performing an act of community care, clearing debris from the road, when Farron and a group of armed men allegedly ambushed him. In a cruel twist of fate, Seymour was riddled with bullets and succumbed to his injuries at the hospital. Latouche's charges stem from the Halloween night murder of 35-year-old Andre Burke, affectionately called Crab Up, a vendor from Love Lane. Police reports allege that Latouche and an accomplice executed Burke in cold blood as he walked home, sending shockwaves through the downtown Kingston community. As investigations deepen, the corporate area watches and waits. Court dates for these accused men remain pending, but justice for the fallen, Seymour and Burke, hangs heavily in the balance. A quiet Saturday evening in Trelawney turned tragic when a fatal collision claimed the life of 49-year-old Michelle Thompson, a construction worker from Piper's Corner, Savannah Lamar. The incident unfolded around 7 p.m. on Flamingo Beach Road in Falmouth, where Thompson's life was tragically cut short in an encounter with a police service motorcycle. Reports suggest she suddenly stepped into the path of the speeding vehicle, a unit assigned to the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch. The impact was devastating. Thompson was thrown to the ground, her injuries severe. Bystanders watched in horror as emergency responders rushed her to the Falmouth Hospital, where, despite their efforts, she succumbed to her wounds. As the Falmouth Traffic Department launches its investigation, questions linger over the circumstances surrounding this heartbreaking incident. The community mourns a life lost too soon on a road that now bears the weight of tragedy. Born Alfreda Constantia Anderson on July 25, 1946, in Santiago de Cuba, Rita Marley rose to become a defining figure in reggae music and a key force in preserving the legacy of her late husband, Bob Marley. Rita spent her early years in Kingston, Jamaica, where music became a central part of her life. She began her career as a member of the vocal group, the Solettes, a trio mentored by Studio One legend Clement Coxsone Dodd. It was during this time that she met a young Bob Marley, who would soon become her husband and musical collaborator. The two married in 1966, forming a partnership that would forever shape reggae history. As a member of the I-Threes alongside Marcia Griffiths and Judy Mawat, Rita provided the soulful harmonies that became a signature sound of Bob Marley's band, the Wailers. Her voice can be heard on iconic tracks like No Woman, No Cry and Redemption Song, helping to carry Bob's revolutionary messages to global audiences. Following Bob Marley's death in 1981, Rita emerged as a solo artist and cultural ambassador, releasing albums like Who Feels It Knows It and Harambe. She also took on the role of preserving her husband's legacy, transforming their home in Kingston into the Bob Marley Museum and championing reggae music on the world stage. Beyond music, Rita is celebrated for her philanthropy. Through the Rita Marley Foundation, she has worked tirelessly to support education, healthcare, and the arts, particularly in Africa and Jamaica. In recognition of her contributions, she was awarded the Order of Distinction by the Jamaican government and continues to be revered as a cultural icon. Rita Marley's journey is one of resilience, artistry, and unwavering dedication to the spirit of reggae. As the Queen of Reggae, she remains an enduring force, inspiring generations with her music and humanitarian work.